though, to North London, the scene of the stabbing at the school, and let's listen to the police.
Armed and local officers were on scene within 13 minutes of the 999 call. On arrival, we were made aware that a 12-year-old boy had also been stabbed, and the boys have been taken to hospital. We await an update on how they are, though we understand their conditions to be serious. The thoughts of everyone at the Met are with them and their loved ones, and we want to thank the doctors and nurses who are providing the boys with urgent care. The suspect, who we believe to be 13, left the scene following the stabbing. After urgent inquiries, our officers arrested him and also recovered a weapon which we believe to have been used in the stabbing. The suspect was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder and remains in custody for questioning by our officers. This is a fast-moving and developing investigation, but we're not currently looking for anyone else in relation to this incident. At this very early stage, we're keeping an open mind as to any motivation behind this attack. However, due to the surrounding circumstances, the investigation is now being led by officers from Counter-terrorism Policing London, who are working closely with our local officers in response to this incident. The investigation has not currently been declared a terrorist incident, and the investigation team will now be working at pace to gather any evidence and to establish the full circumstances of what has happened as quickly as possible. I absolutely recognise that this incident will cause considerable concern, especially amongst the local community, students and parents of the school. I hope the news that we've arrested and detained the suspect will provide some reassurance, but our officers will remain in the area to offer support and answer any questions. We'd encourage anyone with concerns or further information to speak with them, and will provide further updates as additional facts emerged. Thank you for your time.
Well, that was Detective Chief Superintendent Luke Williams talking about the stabbing at a school, and a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old were stabbed and are in a serious condition, according to the police officer. He also then mentioned that the suspect is a 13-year-old and that the investigation is now being led by counter-terror police, although at the moment, he says, it's not being declared formally a terror incident. Sadia Chowdhury is following this story for us. And Sadia, well, quite an extraordinary event if counter-terror policing are investigating this when the suspect is just 13 years old.
Yeah, absolutely. A very shocking incident, and reminder that this is in relation to a double knife attack. 2 boys who were stabbed at school, a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old. And that latest update that we're getting from Detective Chief Superintendent Luke Williams, who leads policing in North West London, and just giving us that update that police were called around 12:30, he said, and armed officers were on the scene within 13 minutes. And that is because they were called to reports of a 13-year-old boy having been stabbed. He said that when police arrived, they found that a second child had also been stabbed, a 12-year-old boy. Today, in that latest update, said that the police understands their condition to be serious. And we know from earlier reports that one was taken to hospital and another taken to a serious trauma centre as a priority. The suspect, Detective Chief Superintendent Luke Williams, says is a 13-year-old boy who fled the scene after the stabbings, but after an urgent search by the police, He was arrested on attempted murder, and he remains in custody where he is being questioned. And Detective Chief Superintendent Luke Williams adding there that this is an operation now being led by counter-terrorism police, an investigation now being led by counter-terrorism police, although he said it is not currently being declared a terror incident. And of course, they're again urging anyone that has any information to come forward. So a very serious incident there. And earlier today we heard from the school, Kingsbury High School, where this incident took place around lunchtime this afternoon. The school said that for a short time that we understand, people were not allowed to enter or leave the school site while that response was continuing. But our camera on site is reporting that some students are at least being seen to be leaving now, and we, of course, await more information about the two boys who were stabbed. Their condition, police say, believed to be serious, a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old who were stabbed today at a school in North London.
And the school under lockdown for some time, an enormously traumatic event for the pupils and the parents and staff.
Yeah, absolutely. The school putting out a statement saying that they have been in touch with the parents and the carers of the children that are involved, but no doubt a very distressing time for anyone that was involved. The school has around 2,000 students. They are aged between 11 and 18, so very young children there as well. Here is a statement that the school put out at lunchtime today, just after 2 p.m, saying, "We want to make you aware that there has been a serious incident at Kingsbury High School today. We are working closely with the relevant authorities and following all necessary procedures. The situation is now under control, and we have already spoken directly with the parents and carers of the students involved. We understand that this will be concerning. At present, it is not possible to enter or leave the school site while the response continues. We will provide further updates as soon as we are able to share confirmed information." And as I say, that statement was put out just after 2 p.m. We haven't had any other information from the school, but certainly from the police in the last few minutes, that a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old boy were stabbed. They are believed to be in a serious condition. We know one was taken to hospital and another to a serious trauma centre as a priority, and a suspect, a 13-year-old, who has been arrested for attempted murder and remains in custody.